I mean, he is a Grand Platypus for a reason, after all.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what is his current streak? About 6 weeks, I want to say? Maybe 5. There was that week where he got taken out by Azure.
Azure, yeah. That's going to be with me for a while there. You know, there was that one week that MeomaikA didn't win.
He didn't even make it to the finals there, and he definitely got a bit of a lecture from Papa.
Oh, yeah. By ourselves as well, mate.
Yeah. A little too close to stuff. Was that the week where he was just doing... Like, we know him for being a random player, but I think that was the week where he was just really throwing random builds out there. But regardless, that was a ZvT. Now we're getting into a PvZ on Blackburn LE, the map which is just falling apart as the two players face each other. Here in the bottom left-hand corner, map starting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, the blue Protoss player coming down for the land of Malaysia. He finally has Saturdays off. He has been, signing up for Grand Platypus Open a lot more regularly, and we always appreciate seeing him representing Mate Hexa. He is Ranger.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Blackburn LE, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player. He is red, and he recently changed his name to be a little bit more anime. We have representing Intensity Esports. He is, of course, MeomaikA.
$5 that he did it specifically for Vortex.
Probably. Every season, man, he just does something to his name.
Why not? It's gets him in a bit of a mood for his season. It's a bit of a sneak peek of how he's gonna be progressing in that season. Question mark. What was his name last week? Last season, rather.
Joe Biden, mate.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I remember.
Oh god.
He was using old mate Joseph's account for a while.
He was. Oh god, MeomaikA just having some fun. Of course, this means that I will have to set up his alias and casting tool later on. Shaking my head, but we'll see how this series does go. You were talking about it, Ranger. He has gone back and forth with MeomaikA in the past. Massive shout out to Ranger. He is the best player in all of Malaysia currently, and yeah, he's also been really focusing and really competing quite a bit. But this is a little bit dangerous. The Lings, they're in.
Yeah, it's already pretty huge right now. 3 Lings, if Ranger doesn't take this seriously, can really get away with a lot of pros. So thankfully, Ranger is taking this seriously. Very nice surround here on top of these Lings, but a little bit worried about the lost binding time. MeomaikA, of course, getting a decent scout regardless. I don't believe he saw that Stargate.
He did not.
Well then.
Even though the Lings got into the main base, he did not see the Stargate. He does still have 1 Ling remaining, so hopefully he does get a proper scout of the main base off here. There is nothing to stop him. The Adept already left, so he should be able to see the Stargate. Maybe.
Unless he gets surrounded by probes! I think he just saw it.
He saw it. Whew.
There we go.
Oh, he's doing it again, mate.
That he is. Well, he didn't take the gold as his natural base this time.
Thankfully, for those wondering what the hell we're on about, if you didn't watch GPO last week, MeomaikA played on this map and he did take the gold base as his natural, and I believe was it against Beastork that he did that? I can't.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Beastork took that
Beastork,
game,
he did it against Joey. Beastork did take that game, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I just remember MeomaikA taking the space and not having a lot of luck with it. He had a hard time holding it. Oh,
once Beastork recognized it, it was like, oh, I'm just gonna hold position in the depths here.
Yeah. Pretty much. We know Beastork for his aggression, but what about Ranger? That's the big question here, because he is more of a standard player, and oh my god, once again, the Lings they get into the natural.
And once again, get into the main here. Not too much a scout, to be fair. But still, just keeps Ranger on his toes a little bit, making sure that this Oracle is actually at home to deal with the Lings instead of going across the map to get some damage done.
Oh boy, exactly. And we'll see if Ranger scouts. That's what I was concerned about, right? Like, is he even going to scout this? Like, he needs to get eyes on this and realize what is going on. And because he has kept his oracles at home, speaking of, I'm in shock at all.
Yeah.
Mate, he's getting 3. He's going triple oracle.
Okay. I
my.
don't believe he saw that gold base, but regardless, he is going to be very well prepared for the Ling run. But oh, not unless he lets the Lings in! Oracle's not in position to take out some of these Lings, and Ranger is going to pay the absolute price for it.
Like, these Lings, like, the main purpose of them right now that they've been able to accomplish, they kept the oracles at home, and they wasted so much energy, and now MeomaikA is aware of the triple oracle.
Indeed, he is setting up so much anti-air. He's got the spores in position. Hasn't quite connected his bases yet, but he's working on it, and his queens, they're the most elastic anti-air defense. It looks like somebody tipped off Ranger, though, of how MeomaikA likes to play on this map. He's going to try to get some drone kills, a little bit clumsy here with the control of the oracles.
Yeah, almost loses 1 oracle there, but he does pull it back. Meanwhile, the 2 oracles remaining do dive back in, and in total, so far, 8 drones have been killed.
Alright, decent damage over here, but when you're going triple oracle like this, you absolutely want to get more. And if you don't, then MeomaikA is just gonna get that Nidus up and be right in your face.
Yeah, like 8 drones is cool and all, but like there are like Protoss players out there who get that many kills with 1 oracle. Like when you have 3, you want more than that. At the same time, the Lings, they do go for a bit of a counterattack. They deal some damage here. What's scary is that there is no stack defense. MeomaikA knows that, and when he goes for that Nidus, like, yo, he's got plenty of queen sub support his Lings.
He absolutely does. Or he could go straight to the main base.
He gets spotted.
This is probably just a distraction Nidus still.
Yeah.
It does in fact get spotted. The oracles are targeting it.
Oh god.
Now they do, but is it too late? Okay. Not too late.
Yeah, only 1 Nidus gets up. Meanwhile, again, a very ambitious Nidus here from MeomaikA. At the same time, Lings do go for a bit of a run by at the 3rd base, but Ranger is on top of it. He does defend.
These force shields are really good, but it's actually preventing mining.
It was. Oh god, and MeomaikA. Oh, actually, this Nidus is out of range of Ranger. He does not see it. Oh.
That he does not. Finally, he will, but
he
still doesn't see it. Now he does, but it's far too late. These oracles have no more energy on them. MeomaikA just really knew that if he could waste the energy on the oracles and these sentries, Ranger's gonna be pretty much defenseless. He's got a couple of cannons over here, but what are cannons really gonna do against this many transfuses?
Exactly. There's just so much energy here. The queens are not dying. As long as the transfuses are on point, they should stay alive, and we do see MeomaikA is pushing on forward. The oracles are out of energy. We have a couple more shield batteries on the way, but mate, they're not done.
That they are not. Colossus is now out, but not exactly what you want when you're up against roaches like that. MeomaikA actually getting a little bit body blocked, and yeah, he is kind of paying for it. But when it's all said and done, that Nidus is still up.
Yeah, I think maybe Ranger has just barely enough to push MeomaikA away. Ranger, he did lose a couple of workers, but yo, Ranger is still up by 20. Like, he's still got a decent economy. MeomaikA has to do more than this.
And he is absolutely looking to do so. He is just drawing the entire army of Ranger back and forth. Look at the army supply, though, Light. That worker lead is great, but his army, lack of army, is really preventing him from defending that lead.
Yeah, Ranger, he just has to hold. That's all he has to do. He has to keep his Colossus alive and micro his goddamn heart out. Right now, there are only queens here, and the queens are running out of energy. Like, they're starting to fall.
That they are. This Nidus will finally get taken out, but the Nidus over to the north is still up and running. But when it's all said and done, it doesn't look like MeomaikA has enough army left over here. That army supply is just about evened out.
Hey, MeomaikA he's expanding. He's taking another base. Oh my god, he's trying to pick us up the Colossus.
Will he get it? I don't believe super battery is available anymore. Just barely doesn't get it. Ranger pulls away at the last second and keeps that Colossus alive.
Aye. That disruptor shot was massive. It landed on every single one of those queens, and Ranger was able to clean up. And again, Ranger, because he kept the majority of his workers alive, like, he still has that worker lead. He's on 3 bases. He's expanding. He's taking a 4th. Like, Ranger's actually looking incredibly good right now. MeomaikA, he was meant to kill his opponent, but you know what? He's not done.
Another Colossus over here. Colossus? No, Knight is coming up over here, and I feel like best case scenario right now for MeomaikA is that Knight pulls... Yeah, that Knight maybe pulls the army back, or maybe he goes for... or maybe not a base trade since there are cannons up there, but look at that. He does in fact try the army back, and that is what MeomaikA was looking for with that Nidus.
Ranger, please! He was right out. He could have taken out the bases, more importantly. He doesn't know, but the Nidus is right here, exposed at the 3rd base. Like, that could have gone down as well. And then maybe he could have recalled, but unfortunately, he was pulled all the way back home. And this allows MeomaikA to breathe a little bit more and, you know, get his bases up and running.
And it's like just enough of a breath for him to, what's a metaphor? Like, hold it? Question mark? Enough of a breath for him to, kickstart his heart back again. That's what I'm going with.
Sure. Sure thing. Oh, God.
Because look at that army supply once again. Catch up. Shoot up for MeomaikA.
Mate, these Niduses are performing CPR on MeomaikA right now. That's what's happening.
They are.
MeomaikA is not dying. He just keeps coming back. And here he goes once again hitting that 4th base. Now there are 2 Colossus there and a Disruptor. 2 Disruptors even. Oh, my God.
Just about the most anti-Roachling army you can get. Assuming the Purification Nova's land, of course.
Of course. One of them did kind of land. The other one, of course, did not. Meanwhile, MeomaikA is forced all the way back. And, ooh, a bit of a zealot run by here, denying all this mining towards the north. Ranger is making some moves happen. I am a little bit afraid that he is being a little bit too passive, though. Like, he's looking to maybe even expand and take another base. I would like it if he was just a little bit more aggressive. Like, he has recall available, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is right now with Ranger. Maybe he's just not as comfortable with the map right now. Then again, he did select it. So.
I mean, for a fact, I know Ranger isn't confident against the player specifically. Like,
yeah.
And we've seen it before, where because of that fear that you have against a player, you play a little bit more conservatively because you have, you know, you're not confident in your own moves because you know how good your opponent is. And I feel like because of that, Ranger, he's missing some opportunities.
Yeah, MeomaikA really utilizing the psychological warfare here. Ranger's just afraid that MeomaikA might have too much here. I mean, now that he saw that gold base, he's thinking, oh, right. He could have just a whole bunch of resources, a whole bunch of army. If I go in and I don't have eyes on the entire map, then he could just come around and deny a base, or he might just ambush my army with a flank, something like that. But now he's finally starting to split up his army. Beautiful Purification Novas. And even better force fields right now.
Definitely.
Maybe Ranger didn't quite need an opportunity so much as he just needed to deny MeomaikA an opportunity here.
Yeah. Thankfully, like, he doesn't need to go to MeomaikA. MeomaikA comes to him. I mean, GG gets called. Ranger ties up the series.
And we are getting that ace match.
Oh my God. I was concerned. I was like, yo, Ranger, he's not attacking. He's not being aggressive at all. He's just staying at home. But the armies, they just keep coming to him, mate. They just keep on coming, and Ranger, with the solid defense, was able to take the game. We're getting to game 3.
The ace match winner of this, of course, gonna go up against Beastalk. This is performance. Yeah.
What is that image? I'm just imagining like the Carbot Niduses, like MeomaikA, he's like on the ground, passed out, and then the Nidus just comes up and is like, stay with me.
Imagine Nidus is just like slamming their entire weight onto MeomaikA's chest.
Oh my God.
You gotta get your heart back up.
Exactly.
I don't think I actually remember what the Carbot Nidus looks like.
What? It's the Nidus. He's big.
Yeah.
He's got a face. Shaking my head.
He does have a face. He does have a face. Now I remember.
You googled it, didn't you?
No, I remembered. My memory. I may have been thinking about the Ultra.
God damn.
Carbot Ultra. Look, they look pretty similar.
What? Sure, why not? Oh god. But here we go. We are getting into the ace match between these two players. I'm so happy to see Ranger fighting back here against one of the Zerg Meter Triangle. Can he pull it off though? Can he close it out?
Can he just demolish a triangle? We shall see as we load in to game number 3 on 2000's Atmosphere. LE, if we get your Avril Lavigne out as we spawn into the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way to the top right-hand corner. The blue Protoss player coming down from the land of Malaysia. He is the best player from Malaysia, representing mate Hexa. He is Ranger. The Rogue.
It's another player, but
he's not Rogue, he's Ranger. Yeah.
That's spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres. LE going for a pool first, not overly early, just a pool first. We do, of course, have the Vietnamese Zerg player. He is red, representing Intensity Esports. Currently tied up. It is MeomaikA.
Is the Making My Way Downtown song 90s or is it 2000s?
That can count as a 2000 song, 100%.
There we go.
Yeah. Walking fast.
Faces past.
Yeah, but I'm homebound. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
And I miss you.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
And I probe you.
What? Oh god. And oh my, MeomaikA.
That's an early Evo chamber.
Mate. +1 melee, right? Right?
This is where he breaks up +1 carapace.
That would be madness. That would be literally the thing that makes the least amount of sense. Yo, and Ranger with the scout, he skirted across the edge of the map. He gets in. He sees the Evo chamber.
He knows exactly who he's up against. He knows exactly what he needs to do to prepare against something like this. But this is MeomaikA we're talking about. He is nothing if not somebody with a ton of contingency plans.
True.
If his first plans get scouted, he usually pulls the second one out of his belt. But for now, he is going to be committing to that +1 melee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, okay, so a couple of things, right? As you just said, MeomaikA knows he just got scouted. So originally he was probably going to go for a lane flood, right? Makes sense, with +1 melee. Because he got scouted, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a +2 timing instead, and he just drones up.
Well,
see.
We already know that MeomaikA is in the head of Ranger right now. Ranger is probably least comfortable with MeomaikA out of any other player in this bracket, so yeah, I can definitely see a scenario here where Ranger just turtles up and he's thinking, alright, I need to just defend as hard as I can, and MeomaikA not giving it to him.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Ranger is still going for that Oracle. Hopefully he goes across the map with it. He doesn't stay at home and wait for like a second or a third Oracle like game number 1. Hopefully he's a little bit more active with it. MeomaikA, he's already going up. He's already getting blind spores ready. He's already got his queens. And again, he's just been droning up this entire time. He has not been banking up any links whatsoever. We'll see if he even goes for any kind of +1 timing. Again, I anticipate something else, but we'll see, because here we go. Finally, we do have link production.
Yeah, more likely just to, I don't know, maybe apply some pressure to Ranger. I do like that he's being active with his Oracle. He is not being overly cautious over here. He knows that looking at MeomaikA once ain't gonna cut it.
Exactly.
You look at him once and look away, he's gonna be right behind you.
Oh, and look
You
at
gotta
this.
keep your eyes on him.
Mate, look at the link movement. They actually 100% avoided that Oracle. Like, they just went all the way around and stayed out of vision, and now the links are going across the map, and we'll see how much damage he can get done.
Revealed.
Exactly. He can go straight for that third base and maybe deny it. He is still working on a lair, and oh my god, he's working on +1 range.
Huh. Well, we did say that MeomaikA is versatile, but I didn't think he'd switch gears this much.
Oh yeah, he's completely abandoning the Lings once they deal with this. Because they have +1 melee, they deal with all the Adepts, and they should get a denial on this base. Yo, the Oracles are coming back, but oh god, they are so late to the party, and this base is going to be denied. Oh my god, no.
Unless MeomaikA abandons it to go for after a StarCraft question mark?
If he could, he 100% could have just right-clicked. He could have just right-clicked on it, and then they would have, oh my god.
Oof. That's definitely moment that's going to haunt MeomaikA for a while. He saw an opportunity to dive into the natural base, get some probes, but in the end, Ranger was able to deny that, and MeomaikA just missing the opportunity massively.
I have to wonder, does MeomaikA have a big enough brain? Did he intentionally let it finish? Does he want to kill?
So that he could kill probes?
No, well, I mean, he's got more Lings on the way. Does he want to, like, kill the Nexus entirely? Is that the plan? Is that what he wants to do?
He wants to deny the cancel from Ranger.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's actually a pretty smart move. Missing the placement here on the Stalker by just a little bit. And MeomaikA's going to go here right into the natural base with a ton more probes into the main base. Gets a beautiful scout off. And, more importantly, plenty of vulnerable probes over here. No shield batteries in position.
Exactly. 8 probes do go down. Everything has been scouted. He's pulling the army all around everywhere. MeomaikA just confirming, hey, there's nothing mining here at the 3rd. Wow. And MeomaikA, he gets a 4th up. You know, he's working on his upgrades. You know, he makes another massive wave of Lings. And this is what I was talking about. Like, this wave of Lings, this secondary push. He could get a kill.
He absolutely could. There are no shield batteries in position, are there? Nope.
No.
It's still in transit at the moment, and these Lings, one good surround is all they really need. Focusing on the army right now, which does buy Ranger a lot of time here, sting up the Link count as well. Beautiful force fields just preventing any more surface area over here.
Oh god, exactly.
And he is sending out the Lings.
He's trying to focus down the sentry, and he gets the sentry. He's going to get every single probe as well. Only 1 probe remaining. These random Hydras show up. 3 Hydras. I don't know what they're gonna do here. They're just gonna die. Other than the Hydras, the Lings did well.
10 probes already, and just about half of the army here for Ranger. Not even, maybe more than that.
I'm in awe right now.
Those Lings.
The Lings, they did so well. I don't know what the hell those Hydras are doing. I just wanted to be a part of things, and this is as MeomaikA as you can get. Look at this creep spread. It's all just overlords.
He knew what went wrong for him in game number 2. He threw down a couple of creep tumors. Now we're back to the Meo of old.
This is the Meo we know and love. This is I just love how MeomaikA plays this game. We got Hydras on the way, we got Lings on the way. Because he's going Hydra Ling, let's have a look. What kind of AoE does Ranger have right now?
Well, he doesn't have a Templar Archives. He has the Robo Bay, but doesn't have any disruptors. He's working on Colossus now, which is what you want against Ling Hydra, but it is going to take a lot of time for him to get that up, and Meo's not looking to give him that time. His Baneling speed is finishing up, more importantly, +2 range is finishing up very shortly, and yeah, it's not going to take too much here for him to just A-click across the map.
Exactly. Like, this is the worrisome thing, right? Colossus on the way. I don't know if you noticed, but we don't even have extended thermal lens. Like, it's not being researched right now. Like, that's terrifying. Like, Colossus without extended thermal lens, like, that's just something you don't see because it's just not good. It's oh my god.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't range Hydras outrange Hydras are group spine, so they outrange non-thermal lens Colossus.
They have outrange or they have equal range. It's one of the two. It's oh boy, here
outrange by like 1 range.
Here come the Colossus. Meanwhile, the Hydras, to be fair, there's no more buffer for the Hydras. Like, they don't have any more Lings to support themselves. But like the Colossus, like, it's taking damage. It's already lost all its shields. Like, it's so vulnerable right now. Oh my god, it's being chased away.
And the Colossus doesn't have much of a buffer either. Shield battery will help a little bit. And it is trading very well against the Lings right now, but once the Hydras get in, not even. The Lings are apparently enough to do it. A little bit later. Oh, actually, he didn't have the energy for the overcharge. That explains that.
Yeah. And
this game is, I'm scratching my head, and I'm looking at chat catch up as well. They are as well, like.
Oh god, I love it. MeomaikA, he's just rallying across the map. He's been able to take out everything here. There's only a Colossus remaining and 4 Stalkers, and that is not going to be enough, mate. These Hydras are just going to stutter step their way to victory.
Not even. They're just going to goose spine their way to victory. GG is called, and MeomaikA is going to take that series 2-1. What an ace match.
GG, well played. The Korean casters, they just had a bit of reverb there. They just, I don't know what the hell was going on. But, oh my god.
They were so hyped, they did it twice.
Exactly. MeomaikA, God, he just has a very unique play style, and he was able to just make the impossible happen. Or not the impossible happen, but he was just, I don't know what he was doing. It was great. It was beautiful.
Those are the best Meo games. We're not really sure what's going on. When nobody's really sure what's going on.
Oh, God.
But now I think we're gonna get that dialed up to 11 as we go into our upper bracket semis, if you want to call it that, or upper bracket round of 4, if you prefer. MeomaikA versus Beastork, and I worry about the sanity of everyone watching that match.
Yep, I worry for our sanity as well, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. Oh god.
I don't think I'm allowed to be worried about my own sanity. I don't think I have it anymore.